You know, for most people, they just think of redstone as the thing they copy from the YouTube tutorial to make their iron farm work. But you know, I think redstone can be used for so much more than just torturing iron golems. It can be used to torture parrots as well. Here's some more useless redstone junk I've made this week. For the start of this episode, I wanted to solve a problem I know we all experience all the time. And that is, don't you hate it when you bake a nice fresh cake and just so happen to accidentally leave it in a featureless blank grass field? I know I hate it. It happens to me every day. I have a very weird life. And the worst part is when someone comes along and just eats it. Let's say hypothetically an anthropomorphic pig, which just so happens to wear a magenta tie. Oh, thank God. But don't worry, because with my latest invention, this is a thing of the past, and these dirty, disgusting, ugly, horrid, stupid thieves will never catch you out again. You see, as soon as they take a bite of the cake, then suddenly, uh-oh, a giant cage appears around them and cages them like the animal they are. I mean, sure, they might be able to just fly out if they have an elytra, or build out if they have blocks, or just dig the walls, and they won't starve because they have food, and your cake is going to get destroyed anyway. And this is not a very good invention, is it? This is not a very good trap. This is dumb. You know, ever since the Creaking release in the last update, I've been really desperate to try and think of like a machine or a mini game to like use these cool new mechanics, but unfortunately, I've been coming up kind of short. It really is the case of you're looking at him or you're not. Hey, leave me alone, prick. But I think I finally came up with one, and that is to use a mechanic in a very literal sense, and that is, I've made a staring contest game. This guy has a Creaking living, I guess, rent-free in his head, and as soon as I press this button, we're gonna have a bit of a staring contest. So I'm gonna hit it, and then, once his eyes blink once, the competition's now active. Now don't blink! You can try this at home, don't blink, see if you can beat him. Oh, he blinked! And we got a ding. That means we win. And the Creaking does actually like detect if you're looking at it. So if I was to press the button again, wait for the competition to begin, and then like look away. Oh, see, we got a like, that means we lost. Obviously, it's really easy because like your character doesn't blink. Like you're supposed to stare in real life. This is hard to like convey. You can get what I was going for, right? This makes sense. I'm not like an idiot. This next one is probably the most complicated but coolest one of the video, and that is I've made a somewhat functional stock market in Minecraft. Represented by the lit up copper bulbs is a current stock price being graphed. I guess this could represent the S&P 500. That stands for sticks and planks. And we can currently see that the price has dropped down a bit. Ooh, what's going on? And what we can do as a savvy investor is when we press this button, we can buy a stock. And that costs us 1 diamond block. So I guess let's buy. Boom. We've currently purchased the stock at like this. Oh no. No, it's gone down. Okay, so currently we're losing money. We need to wait for the stock to increase in price and then we can sell when we've made a bid. Oh! It's sell! Okay, this button sells. Boom! And because we sold for more than we purchased, we get 2 diamond blocks back. Boom! And we sold just in time. The stock has just gone down. Okay, so at this point, you must be wondering, what is controlling the stock price? What determines if it goes up and down and when? Is it just random? And the answer is no. I've actually done a lot of research and like done the math and based it off our real economy so that the graph represents real buying trends. And as we can see back here, the stock price is entirely determined by the movement of a chicken. Just like our real world. Oh my god, buy! Essentially this chicken moves back and forth and that determines the price, pushing these redstone blocks here with like signal strengths, and then it's represented by this red coder, which then gets written to the copper bulbs back here. This red coder is of course built by my friend NASA. You have to credit your redstone nowadays or else you get publicly executed. How the actual money works is, let's say that I buy the stock price at this lowest one here and I press buy, you can see this composter gets raised and that locks us in at we purchased at this price. So as long as we like sell at something higher than this, it doubles our money. It's not the most complicated thing. I could have like worked out how much diamonds to actually give you based on if you sold for even more, but I decided to just keep it simple as a proof of concept. What's great about using a chicken to determine the stock price is as long as you have sticks, you can move him and manipulate the stock price. This is called insider trading. Because you're inside the redstone, of course. That's a stupid joke. Don't you hate it when you're playing Minecraft and you have a nice night on the town, you wake up the next morning to find that your leather armor's been dyed disgusting garish colors? Ugh, I hate it when this happens. This totally real scenario which happens to people. But don't worry, I've made a laundromat out of redstone. And now what we do is we place our garish clothing on this armor stand, we hit this button, and the wash cycle begins. It gets sent down, new armor stand dispensed, and then it goes to the washing machine where it's splashed with, like, water potions. And next, it enters the dryer, where why is it dispensing 2? It duplicates your armor, you get 2 things back. It's that good, it duplicates the armor. And it's not my redstone breaking. God damn it! My redstone never works, I swear to God. Like, really? Like, why is it flooding? When did this happen? I am so sick of redstone not working for me, I have decided to see if it's possible to torture redstone. Like the actual dust, can I torture it? This was my selected victim as marked by the sign. I have it currently hooked up to a burnout clock, which will repeatedly burn out this torch in the dust as much as possible. Then, over to its right, it has to constantly look as this redstone clock is under constant threat of being washed away by this water. But luckily, it's always caught last moment, always on the verge of death. But before this dust thinks that the redstone's just going to be safe, oh, the water's always going to get caught, there's actually a 1 in 730 chance that this little bucket doesn't activate and the redstone is actually washed away and killed. Meaning that each time this water activates, it could be this clock's last, thus torturing the victim and the clock. And then over to its left, it has to watch as hundreds of thousands of redstone dust is constantly dispensed into fire above him. He has to watch a genocide happen. I hate you. And then finally, if all this torture wasn't enough, to its left, it has a bunch of demotivating signs telling this redstone dust how he will never amount to greatness. Oh, and by the way, I will keep this redstone victim here tortured forever as long as I have this testing world. You will remain on ice, suffering forever. Today's sponsors BetterHelp. So this next machine was based on something I think I saw on Reddit, but I remember whatever I saw, it was like a really bad implementation of it. But this is basically like a really esoteric way to program music into Minecraft. What we have here is like a giant like music reel, like a music box. And what I have done is I have like programmed music in by strategically lighting up the lights. And then these, as they go round, will play the music on these 6 note blocks here. So now we can have a listen to it. Woo! And it loops as well, and it's like so adaptable because you can just put like your own music in. And like this is like one reel for one instrument. What you could do is you could like have a bunch in a row for like different things, and you could basically like make an infinite like programmable music box which could play like anything. Okay, for this next machine, I just want you to know it is probably the most complicated thing I've ever made. So I'm not gonna go over the redstone because it would take too long and it's like really advanced stuff. But basically, I have made a working time machine in Minecraft. Okay? You ready? Here it is. Stupid joke. Here I am in my home. I have my comfy bed, my warm fireplace. Things couldn't get better. Although I am feeling kind of hungry. No worries though, there's an Uber Eats just across the way. Yes, I'll order takeout. Let's see what they got on the menu. Let's see, carrots, no. Water, no. Oh yeah, I'll have a soda, and a cake, yeah, and a cookie for dessert. That sounds nice, those 3? Okay, let's load up my order. Soda, cake, and a cookie. 3 items, 3 diamonds. But then I also need the service fee, which is 10 diamonds. And also the accountability fee, which is 20 diamonds. And also, can you believe it? The small order fee as well. This thing really adds up. That's 30 diamonds. Damn. And then I have to also tip the driver. Now I do have this 1 diamond left. I'll give him the piece of dirt. Toodaloo! So that goes into the Uber Eats factory. And now we wait for our order to come back cooked. Oh, the order's coming. Yes! Fantastic. I can finally eat. And yes, that's everything we ordered. Fantastic. God, that is such a disgusting sound for honey. But honestly, I'm starting to think that I'm not really full. I think some bread would cure it. Yeah, well, let's just add some bread on. There's the diamond. Let's send it on its way. Boom. Oh, and then it comes. Finally my bread. I'll finally be full. Sorry, I eat your order. Yummy. No refund, sir. What? Are you kidding me? Give me my goddamn order. How'd you like my order now, Uber? Take this. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot the service fee.